Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley surrounded by towering mountains, lived a gentle giant named Gideon. Gideon was very large but also very lonely. He looked around the valley with his big eyes and often wondered how it would feel to have a friend. The birds were too small and the trees didn't talk. But Gideon wasn't sad. He believed that one day he would find a friend who would like him just the way he was. Still, he wished for some company, as he had so much love in his big giant heart to give. So he decided to set out on a journey to find a friend. "Today's the day," thought Gideon as he took his first big step out of the valley. As Gideon ventured further, he encountered a gushing river. The water looked cool and inviting, but it was too wide for him to cross easily. However, Gideon was clever. He carefully laid down large stones to make a path across the river. Stepping stone by stone, he finally made it to the other side, excited about what he would find next. He felt the sun warming his back as he continued his journey, hopeful and cheerful. "Maybe today will be the day I find a friend," Gideon said to himself as a butterfly flitted past him. After crossing the river, Gideon found himself in a dense forest. The towering trees seemed to touch the sky, and the atmosphere was heavy with the scent of pine and moist earth. Suddenly, he heard a faint whimper. Following the sound, he discovered a little lost raccoon. The raccoon looked up at Gideon with curious eyes. "Hello, little one," said Gideon gently. "Are you lost?" The raccoon nodded and made a soft chattering sound. Gideon realized this could be the friend he was looking for. With a smile stretching from ear to ear, he picked up the raccoon carefully and placed it on his shoulder. With his new friend on his shoulder, Gideon began to make his way back home. The raccoon seemed to be enjoying the journey, chattering and watching the world go by. As they approached the river again, Gideon remembered the stepping stones. "Hold on tight, little friend," he said as he carefully retraced his steps back across the river. Once they reached the other side, both Gideon and the raccoon felt a sense of accomplishment and relief. They were almost home, and Gideon could already imagine all the fun they would have together. Today really was the day, Gideon thought, his heart swelling with joy and gratitude. Before they took the last steps towards home, Gideon and the raccoon paused to admire the vibrant sunset, both feeling that a beautiful new chapter was about to begin in their lives. As Gideon stepped into his backyard, the raccoon nestled comfortably on his shoulder. He felt an overwhelming sense of warmth and happiness. His mom came out to greet him, and her eyes widened in surprise when she saw his new friend. "Well, it looks like you had an adventure today," she said, smiling warmly. "Yes, Mom, I really did," Gideon replied, feeling more fulfilled than ever. "And look, I found a new friend." His mother chuckled. "I see that. Well, let's make sure our new family member feels at home." As they walked into the house, Gideon felt the satisfaction of a day well spent. For him and his new raccoon friend, the world felt brighter. Their hearts felt fuller, and they knew that this was the beginning of many happy adventures to come.